GB News warned Keir Starmer faces his most humiliating blow yet as the show was halted for breaking news. GB News interrupted its programming for breaking news as the hosts launched a tirade against Prime Minister Keir Starmer, warning he faces a humiliating blow after Lucy Connolly vowed to raise her case with US officials. Lucy, 42, a childminder from Northampton, was jailed for 31 months last year after pleading guilty to inciting racial hatred by publishing and distributing threatening or abusive written material on X. She has now been released and in an explosive twist, has claimed she was held as a political prisoner by Keir Starmer. Now free, Lucy is reportedly preparing to speak with American officials on free speech in the UK, a move commentators warned could spark a diplomatic embarrassment for the Prime Minister. GB News host Alex Armstrong told viewers the situation had the potential to snowball. He said, "Let's talk about Lucy Connolly because we're hearing news that she is going to be speaking to the Americans on the free speech in the United Kingdom." Catherine Forster said that while there is mixed opinion on Connolly, many think it was disproportionate. She did put out a tweet which was horrendous. She went to jail. Many people think that was excessive, but she did plead guilty to inciting violence and now she's out and plenty or people that think quite right she should have gone to jail. But there'll be others that think that it was disproportionate. She's going to be talking to people in Washington. You imagine that she's going to have a pretty dim view of her treatment. Alex chimed in. Lucy Connolly has said that she was held a political prisoner by Keir Starmer, so she's pointing the finger directly at the Prime Minister. Viewers quickly weighed in, with one declaring, Lucy Connolly will become the biggest political weapon against Starmer govt in coming time. Another added, when your domestic crackdown on free speech becomes an international scandal. Starmer's week just got worse. The debate also touched on comments by U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, who has repeatedly expressed concern about what he calls the erosion of free speech in Europe. Catherine noted, well, it could because we know that J.D. the Vice President is very concerned about what he sees as the erosion of free speech in Europe as a whole. They have obviously got their eye on Britain and they are not happy with what they are seeing. GB News warned that controversy could turn into a major headache for Downing Street, with the potential for Connolly's case to be raised on an international stage. Alex added, is there a sense that Britain, particularly by the Americans, that we treat free speech a bit of a draconian tool to use on the public where we've moved into this Orwellian nightmare? Some are even suggesting that we should have a constitution here. One viewer chimed in, Starmer and Labour about to realize that locking up members of the public for being angry at what's happening to this country probably wasn't the best of ideas. They created this shambles, they can now own